Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's Source Snack Break. My name is Brittany McLean. I'm the Director of Membership at Source. Today is Wednesday, May 18th, 2022. If you haven't noticed, I look like I'm solo, but we actually do have Rachel Pratt. She's on the line with me. Rachel, if you could say hi to everyone, we'll make sure we can hear you.
Hi.
Perfect. And please do, this is a good reminder to let you know that you, as attendees, have been muted automatically. But if you want to say hi or have questions in the chat, or again, let us know if you're having any trouble hearing us. We had a little technical difficulty, but we've got Rachel here, and hopefully the audio will be just fine for you guys. But you can let us know that in the chat, and we'll be sure to answer those questions as we go through the presentation today, or if we don't get to it during the presentation, we'll save a couple minutes for Q&A at the end. You'll also receive a recording of this after we wrap up today that has the slides. And again, if you have any further questions, Rachel's got her contact information on the front here, and you can also use the Rep Connect in Source to look up your local Emser Tile rep if Rachel is not your local contact. So with that, Rachel, I'll get you started. Should I move to the second slide? You can just tell me next, and I will be your Vanna. Perfect.
Okay, so hopefully everyone can hear me, and I do apologize. I'm having computer issues, so I'm calling in, and she has me on speaker. So I do apologize for that, but hopefully we can make it work. So I can't, see who's on the call, but it sounds like Brittany said some of you guys are out of state. So I just wanted to give a little bit of background on Emser before we go in. It's mainly just a product presentation. I will touch on some of our sustainability features, but essentially, Emser Tile, we've been around since 1968. We're sort of a manufacturer, distributor hybrid. We, carry all these products you see here that were all, designed by us and fabricated for us at factories all over the world. And we've also got 70 stocking warehouses for distribution centers, and we're on Material Bank, as it says here, and obviously Source. So lots of ways to get our product. If you're ever running into issues these days with like supply chain, we've got lots of product that we keep local. So if you're ever needing something, let me know. But we're also sort of a distributor as well. We do carry quite a few, we call it special order, but really it just means it's from another vendor. So lots of options. So I like to just tell all the designers, just to feel free to reach out to me with anything, because you might not always find it on our website. And then natural stone as well, and quartz. We are a distributor for Caesar stone and silestone as well. Nice. So, and then, custom design, just because, anything you're thinking of, we have a lot of hospitality, national accounts that we do a lot of custom work for, but lots of capabilities. So just a little background on Emser. You can go to the next one.
Perfect.
So I was like waiting for it to switch on my screen, and I was I have to do that one. Okay.
No worries.
So MGuard is something in one of the products that I'm going to show you in a little bit, mixed and fixed, this new really fun line that we just came out with. It is essentially a coating that is baked into the tile that is sort of an antimicrobial, hypoallergenic coating. So something kind of cool. I originally thought we could add it to any of our products, but apparently we can only add it to the mixed and fixed. And I believe it adds about $1.50 per square foot, but just a kind of a cool feature if that's something you're ever needing, maybe on like a healthcare project. And then the next slide is just going into that a little bit more. It is something new. We haven't really been trained on it quite yet, so don't know, the full capabilities and logistics of it all, but just something that's kind of coming down the pipeline, which is cool.
Awesome.
And then the next slide with the declare label. So all of our porcelain and ceramic floor tiles have declare labels. They all are, red list free materials. We have HPDs on all of our products, and we have EPDs now on about 12 of our products. The HPDs are on our website, so you can easily access them, but the EPDs, you will have to reach out to your rep and, get that information from, but pretty cool. All of that can count towards different point categories in LEED accreditation. So just something to keep in mind there.
Awesome.
And we also carry, we just started carrying one US made product as well. So that's in our core line. It's a very cool product. It's not on today's presentation, but it's called Prodigy. If you have a chance to go on our website and check it out, it's a really great price point, made in Tennessee. And the company that we're working with on it, we can get their entire product line as well. So if you're ever needing US made products, just reach out and I can help you with that.
Love it.
And then the next one is just kind of going over, what I went through. Declare labels if you need that. These are all things you could reach out to me on if you need LEED documentation. We have a VP of technical services who's really integrated into our sustainability efforts. So, if you're not finding it on the website and you need more, or you need a product line that, has to meet certain requirements, just reach out and we'll get you that information.
Perfect.
And then, now we can just go on to the presentation. So, I was a designer. I used a lot of Emser when I was designing senior housing, multifamily. We really kind of started and are known for our budget-friendly field tiles. We have really upped our kind of design game in the past, actually, since COVID, in fact. We've hired on a marketing and trend director who kind of forecasts, different trends in the marketplace and works with our design team, product development team to come up with cool new products. So still great budget products, but, we've also expanded more into the design element.
Love that.
So the first one, Erosion, if you go to the next slide. And you can these first slides will always just be like an installation image. So you can just show it for a second and then move on to the next one. So this new one, Erosion, it's got it's kind of hard to tell on the screen, but it's got like a sandblasted kind of rock look. The image on the left is just showing our custom capabilities. We can fabricate pretty much any shape you want. We can get Cove base made, Mosaics made. It's a company we work with down in Anaheim. So, for all of you, I'm not sure how many of you are on the West Coast, but just something to keep in mind that it is close by. And, what I also like to tell designers is you might have a more expensive product that you're looking at, and you could maybe find one of our lower price point items and get it fabricated into the shape you're thinking of, and you still might be under budget. So just something to keep in mind with the custom. But Erosion's, one of those products. It is a lower price point, but we can make it into this kind of cross shape. It has the 1x3 mosaics and then a few other sizes as well.
Love it.
The next slide is Ironworks.
Beautiful.
The first page is just showing the really cool mosaic option and the ridge pattern. And then if we go to the next slide, it's just showing, this one is iron, kind of a metal look. It does have a little bit of a patina to it. It's a really great commercial product. It is a through body, high DCOF, so great for commercial use. It is a little bit of a higher price point, but it is a great product. And then this really fun geometric mosaic as well.
It's awesome. And it looks like it comes in the ridge version, right? Which is like got a little more texture to it.
It is a textured, it's a relief pattern, so it is a textured look, and that one also can be used on the floor as well. But
cool. Awesome.
It also has an oversized herringbone mosaic that's not shown here, but it's a 3x12, and it is mesh mounted, so kind of an oversized look.
Cool.
Okay, the next page is Fixed. And if you go to the next page, so Fixed is a new series we just came out with. We're calling this an extended series. So basically, currently it is a 500 square foot minimum, but we're hoping that, the line will take off and get really popular and we won't have to do those minimums. But, if you're doing a lobby floor, you could meet 500 pretty quick. So this first one is Fixed. The idea is that they kind of all work together. We've got the stone look. It's almost like a terrazzo kind of pattern to it, but a little more subtle, more of the cement looks, and then some wood options, and then metal below. So
super cool.
The sizes below, like the plank is only available in the wood look, but these other sizes are available in the metal and the cement. So kind of meant to mix and match, create your own palette with one kind of series.
Love that.
And the next one is Mixed. Same idea here, but this one's just a little bit different because it just goes through the different colorways, going from, very subtle, not a lot of patterning, to almost like a terrazzo look, but again, more like a, pebble or stone look. But so you can kind of play with the different colors and patterns within, one colorway. And then the next one is, I don't know if I have any Gensler designers on, but we did a collaboration with Gensler. There's quite a few lines within it, I think about 4 or 5 now. And same idea as the fixed and mixed. They're all meant to mix and match together, size-wise, aesthetically, they kind of all go together. The design was based on authentic materials, so we've got a couple wood looks,
Sorry, Rachel,
looks.
I think I might have gotten a little ahead on the slides. Are we still on the mixed, or have we moved to the...
Sorry, now we're on to 6. Sorry, I don't think I told you to switch, so that's my fault.
Oh, I think I have BB metal is what's next on my slides.
Yeah, BB metal, so we're past mixed.
Okay, yeah.
So BB metal is if you go to the second page, our line that one of the lines we did with Gensler. I don't have the other ones in here because I've showed those quite a bit to most firms. So I just added the metal because this was the latest one we've added to the series. And this one really does have a great metal look. Maybe it's a little hard to tell on the screen, but the bronze, almost has like a Core 10 steel look to it. So definitely has like a lot of patina-ing, more so than the ironworks.
I love it.
Yeah. Next slide.
Okay.
This one's called Lavoro, and I love these installation shots. I just think it's a beautiful tile. It's if you go to the next one, showing the 4 colorways, it is kind of like a cross-cut limestone almost, but almost like an abstract sort of metal look. Very, very pretty in person, and installation, I think it's just a beautiful product. Again, this one's also through body, high DCOS, so great for commercial use. I guess I should probably move a little faster because I know this is over at 120. The next one is Park View.
Ooh, that's bold.
Yeah, I call this one an acquired taste because it's definitely very bold, great for hospitality. It's an abstract marble look. If you go to the next page, we've got the 4 colorways there. The blue is really stunning in person. And it comes in the 2 sizes, but the brown and the astral also come in our, what we call expanse, which is a thin gauge, large format slab style porcelain.
I love it. We're getting a lot of good reactions for this one. People
cool.
are very excited, and especially, the brown one got called out. I think, in general, we're getting thumbs up, and I agree. I haven't seen something like this. It's pretty unique. So.
Oh, good. Yeah, I never know because I personally really love it, but I could definitely see it's a lot, but I think in the right application.
Right, and the white one seems, is definitely more subtle. So if you were still,
yes.
Kind of looking for that sort of abstract, but maybe not quite as bold.
Right.
We did get a question. If you could give guidance on the price point that we'll be looking at for this Park View.
This one, the 12 by 24 will be in the $4.99 range. The larger size might be in like the 6 to 7, but pretty price competitive.
Awesome.
And we can always work with you on budgets. We're not tied into any sort of pricing structure. So I like if you're working on a project and you need to meet a budget, I do whatever I can to help you with that.
Perfect. Thanks.
And so, the next slide, we do carry Surendra. We carry a ton of Carrera-looking porcelain-style products. Great for multifamily, all the way from like the $2 price point up to like the $7 price point. So just something to keep in mind. I just have a few here today. The Surendra is one of the newer ones we just started carrying. If you go to the second page, you can see the different veining options we have, kind of all Carrera looks, Turkish, Italian, so different, all cool kind of colors, but different veining options. And then...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say the size options are below. And one cool thing about on our website is it'll tell you how many faces each tile has. So some of our stone looks where we don't want a lot of repeat, they could have up to 32 faces.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. We did have a question that came in, one more about the Park View, about if that is available in different finishes.
Yes, that one is available in polished and matte.
Okay, perfect.
And same with this Surendra.
Awesome. Great question too. Thank you for putting that in.
I should have mentioned that. And then if you go to the next one, that's another one, Vara. We could go straight to the second page on that.
Perfect.
So another marble look. We've got the Ribia, which is a more warm veining colors, and then the Varzo and the Groven are more of the cool tones.
Very pretty.
And then next, we'll just go through some of our new wall tiles.
Look at those colors. I love that.
So Sparkle, you can go to the second page on Sparkle. We've got the 5 running series, which are the white colors up there. It's hard to tell on the screen, but they do, have an iridescent quality to them. They are textured. They're all the same sort of finish and color, but then they come in the 5 different patterns. And then the extension versions are the 4 colors below, which the extension is, like I mentioned, with fixed and mixed, just a 500 square foot minimum.
Perfect.
Next one is Kudos. This one's been really popular.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. You can go to the second page there. We've got the 16 by 47 in the indigo view and the perla chevron. They are textured. You could tell that from the first screen. These ones are polished, but then the 2 12 by 24s below are available in matte and polished.
Oh, perfect.
Next slide, back to basics. You can go to the second slide. So back to basics is another one we did with Gensler. It is a wall tile series available in a 3x6 right now, and then these kind of coordinating trim pieces. It's a little higher price point, but it comes in 60 really unique colors. These were all developed using the natural color system, which was established in Switzerland in the 60s, so that kind of the idea behind it is that you could replicate different colors on different, or the same color onto different finishes, like flag colors, for example. They'd have to be replicated onto fiberglass, onto fabric, etc., and you would get the exact color. So essentially it is like this equation that involves hue and chromaticity and all this stuff to get an exact color, which is kind of why the product name is so long, because it involves the numbers. But only reason I say that is if you're working with like a branding color or maybe a school color and you want to get it exact, we can make the color.
That's awesome.
But we do have, quite a few to choose from. As you can see, you can go to the second page on that.
We had a question about that in terms of the price point on this back to basics. Can you give us some guidance on that?
Yeah, so it is right now. It's between like 7 and 10 a square foot, which I know it's high for a colorful wall tile. But we're kind of urging our company to rethink that, because we know that some other manufacturers out there carry similar products at a lower price point. And I, in fact, carry, similar products at a lower price point. But these are pretty unique colors and, the dyes and everything. But, right now it's about 7 to 10 a square foot.
Perfect. Thank you.
Amora, we can go to the next one. I'm trying to be fast here because
that's okay. We're a couple minutes over, and again, if you do have to step away, you'll get a copy of this recording. So if you don't have a couple minutes extra, but you want to come back, you'll receive that. So we'll keep it going.
Okay. So Amora, we can go to the second one. This is a fun wall tile. They're all named after cloud types. So again, just something a little bit different than a typical subway. They are sort of, although they're named after clouds, they're more like marble and limestone kind of looks to them, but very subtle. Available in a 4x16, a 3x6 matte, and polished.
Love it.
The next one is Immerse, and I love these installation shots.
So cool.
They're designed with the pool in mind, but of course, you don't have to use it in a pool. But it's a fun 6x6, almost like an agate look. Just really beautiful.
They're so pretty.
Yeah, I love that one. Luxo is the next one. We can go to the second slide. Just a fun, glamorous subway tile designed with kind of Art Deco, lucite furniture in mind. Very hard to tell on the screen because it is just truly a metallic glaze to it. But
with this one, is there any special care in terms of cleaning products that you can use on it that would, or can't use on it that would potentially take off that?
No, nothing out of the ordinary on this one.
Cool, love it. Awesome.
The next one is Passion. I have showed this one for a while. We did just come out with this 9x9, as you see on the first page. It is only rated for floors and residential applications, but just a beautiful product. If you go to the next page, you can see we've got the 7 colors, and it is a what we call a V4 shade variation. So I would always give you like 2 to 3 samples, and that's what gives it that handmade kind of like vellage tile look to it. Is that, it will vary in color, but it's a really beautiful alternate to a true vellage tile, lower price point, but still some great colors, and matte and polished, and 9x9 and 3x8.
Love it.
The next one is Raku. Raku is a type of, a pottery firing method, a Japanese pottery firing method. So that's what this one kind of had in mind. If you go to the second page, again, sort of a hand glazed look similar to the Passion, not quite as much of a color variation. But you get this nice indentation, so you get a really cool like installation pattern. And I love the colorways because they are like very saturated, but kind of muted at the same time. So just something a little bit different.
Yeah, I love that olive one. That would want that in my kitchen.
Yeah. Well, you'll get the designer discount. So just
love
let me know. Next slide is Hughes. I mean, go to the second page of that. This one is a really great rectified tile. So you get really tight grout joints, but it does have almost like a satin brushed finish. The 3x10s are glazed on a long and a short side. So you get a finished edge, which is nice. And then we did just come out with the 4x4 because these square shapes have actually been gaining a lot more popularity as of late. And then the next one is Astasi. So this one is coming soon, which is why I have such a kind of rudimentary picture of it. It is going to be the patterns of our Euphoria line, which you can see on the bottom right, but the colorways of our Hexa line. So you can kind of mix and match there. So I'm excited about that.
Love it.
And then the next slide is Cognito. Like I said, I don't know who's on the call, so it might be people I work with frequently, but that use our Catch series, which is our kind of standard subway line. Great for units. The Cognito is just available in the ice, so it matches the Catch line, and it's just available in the herringbone and the offset, but really good price point. So great for, unit backsplashes if you want like a Mosaic or something. Next slide is Hanami. So the last few will just be some of our Mosaic options. You can go to the second slide of that. Sort of a basket weave look. Just really some fun options there. And then the next one is Kaze, which is, like I was mentioning before, the square format's been popular. If you go to the second page, you can see the colorways. Ooh. It is a Mosaic, and has kind of a hand glazed look to it, but some interesting colors. And then if you go to the next one, it's Mizu. So same exact format and colors, but it just has this ellipse pattern on it.
Oh, pretty. I love that.
And then the next one is Nagara, just kind of another kind of Japanese inspired Mosaic. The colorways are on the second page. And then
Rachel.
So another.
You cut out for just a second there at the end. So what was the last little sentence you said?
Oh, I'm just moving on to the Omni, which is the hexagon, elongated hexagon. I don't know if you see that.
Yep, perfect. We're all caught up now. Thanks. Okay, cut out for just a second.
Just nothing too dramatic to say about these. Just some fun mosaics. If you're looking for that. Rezone, if you go to the next page, is a great unglazed mosaic. So if you're ever doing a locker room or a shower floor and you need that, if you go to the last page, you can see we have it in the penny rounds and then the 2-inch hex as well, and just a black and a white. So yeah, that's kind of our latest and greatest.
I love it. That's awesome. Yeah, we got lots of good comments here. I think people were really excited to see that. It's really, you guys have so much great stuff that you offer and so many ideas, and really, whether, like you say, whether you're looking to go bold or something more subtle. And again, you can find these samples on Source or connect with your local Emser Tile rep if it's not Rachel. Otherwise, again, you'll have her contact information as a part of the presentation.
Reach out to me and I can connect you guys. Like we're all very collaborative, and we all know each other well. So
yeah, absolutely.
One of us will help you for sure.
Perfect. Well, and again, thank you all for, I'm sorry that you weren't able to see Rachel here, but I'm glad that the sound came through. And
sorry.
Yeah, as I say, it happens when we make it work, but I really appreciate you guys all being here and hope you have a great rest of your day and enjoy the snack break. I'm so glad you guys liked it. So thank you.
For dealing with my technical difficulties.
No worries. All right. Bye, everyone. See you soon.